In today's video, we're going to be answering a super popular question. Can you run staggered wheels on your xDrive BMW? Hey, this is Bryan. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. If you saw our last video, you will know that we have been fixing and upgrading Chris's 340 because, well, he recently hit a pothole and caused $10,000 worth of damage. Now, included in that damage was both of his driver's side wheels. So we are going to be upgrading his wheels and tires, and we thought, you know what? We get this question every single day. Can I run staggered wheels on my xDrive BMW? And today, we're gonna bring you along as we upgrade Chris's wheels and tires. And while we're doing it, we're gonna talk about, is it a good idea to do staggered wheels on your xDrive BMW?
Get that wheel.
I found it out back.
Where's the rim?
I don't know. There's no evidence that there ever was one. It's like perfect.
It's like a tractor wheel or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was buried in my backyard. Let's start by taking the wheels off of Chris's car, see what size they are, and talk about it. All right, so if we take Chris's factory wheel here and we put it on the ground, if you look on the inside, as long as it's a BMW OEM wheel, it's actually going to be stamped with the size. So over here, you can see that it says 8J by 18. So what that's saying is it's 8 inches wide by 18 inches tall for the wheel itself. Now, when you have an xDrive car, BMW is going to use the same size wheel all around. So I've already double checked it. Make sure BMW didn't do anything sneaky here, but he does in fact have the exact same wheels on the front and on the back. Now, the reason that BMW uses the exact same wheel and tire on all four corners is because with an xDrive or all-wheel drive system, regardless of the brand, you want to make sure your wheels are going at the exact same rate of speed. Now, if you install something like a larger wheel in the back, what's going to happen is your front wheel is going to start to spin faster, your back wheel slower, and you're going to blow out your transfer case. Now, while running the same size wheel and tire on all four corners of the car, I mean, it's really good for your transfer case, but it's not good if you want to get some epic fitment with this, which looks amazing, unless you know how. So the answer to the question is yes, absolutely. As you've probably seen on my very dirty and pollen-covered F3335 xDrive that we're running, variant Xenon, 19 by 10 in the rear and 19 by 8.5 in the front. Let's jump over to Chris's wheels and we'll talk about what you need to do to make it possible on your car. Now, the wheels that we're going to be installing on Chris's xDrive 340 are these variant Radons in black. They look amazing and closely resemble the wheels that you find on a modern day Audi R8, which looks amazing. So can't go wrong with that. So the wheels we're going to be installing are the exact same size as mine. It is a 19 by 8.5. And then the rears, which I'm going to show you in a second, are a 19 by 10. So let's talk about the tires and what you need to do to make sure that you're not going to have any issues with that transfer case. The tire that we're going to be going with for the front wheels, the 19 by 8.5, is this. It's a 245 by 35 by 19. Now, if you're not sure what these numbers mean, I'm going to do a very quick breakdown for you. The 245 is how many millimeters wide your tire is. You might be thinking that that next number, that 35, is how many millimeters tall. Well, while that would make sense, that's not it. It's actually the height divided by the width, and that's your aspect ratio. And that is one of the reasons why tire sizes get a little bit tricky to measure out and to figure out. And then R19, and that is what size wheel will actually fit in these actual tires. Now, the name of the game is when you have an xDrive car, you need the overall diameter to be within 1% from the front to the rear. So as long as you're within 1%, your transfer case is going to be friendly to you and everything is going to be fine. Now, you may be thinking, this is a little bit overwhelming. How do you figure it out? Well, there's a very easy to use calculator that we're gonna have linked in the description for you. Let me show you how it works. Now, as we just said, it's really that aspect ratio that makes this a little bit tricky to judge. If that was millimeters, this would be very easy because you just have to aim for that same middle number, but unfortunately, that's not the case. But good thing we have a easy to use calculator. So what you do on this calculator is you type in the size of the first tire. So this is a 245 35 by 19. And I'm gonna give you the answer on what this other tire size is here. It's a 285/30, I believe. Yeah, so it's a 285/30 30 and also 19. So then we are going to compare. And what this is going to do is it's going to compare the overall diameter, the width, the sidewall, and so forth. So as you can see, we are negative 0.4%. That is well within 1%. So this is 100% the correct sizing to use to make sure it's not going to interfere and mess up any components on the car. Now, just in case you missed it, for Chris's specific F30, the tire size we're going with these variant 19 by 8.5 in the front is a 245 by 35 by 19. And then in the rear for these 19 by 10, it is a 285 30 by 19. Now, keep in mind, this is a fitment for these specific wheels for an F30. I actually have the same size on my F30. So if you have an F30 and you have variants, this is the size to go for. All right, it is time to get these wheels and tires mounted and balanced on our Ranger setup over there. And I do want to say, if you need tires, check out tirebuyer.com. If you use code KIES8, K-I-E-S-8, they're going to give you 8% off your purchase, which is how we save big on these Toyos. So without further ado, I'm going to go struggle through this install because I've only done it twice, and then we'll be back. So as you can see, these variant radons look insane on Chris's 340. It just looks so good, especially now that we've adjusted the ride height with those KW V3s. We added some new suspension components and more. I mean, this car not only rides amazing, but look at this, it looks outstanding. Now you may notice that the wheel gap in the front is a little bit more than the back. The back is pretty slim, the front is pretty conservative still. We just did the suspension yesterday. We want to let it settle for maybe a week or so, just to see exactly where it's going to sit. And then we'll do some fine tuning, but man, this car looks so good. We just gave it a quick rinse. We didn't scrub the tires or anything, but as you can see, it just looks completely amazing. So to close out, we just want to say thanks to Variant Wheels for helping this video possible, tirebuyer.com, and also BimmerTech, who actually makes Ranger for those tire machines inside. So anyway, once again, my name is Bryan. That's Zach behind the camera. If you're interested in any of the parts, tools, tires, anything, we're gonna have all the links down in the description. Once again, my name is Bryan. That's Zach. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.